Hi, I'm Tiffany. I am a self-taught mixed media visual artist, and I will be your instructor. I've always loved art as a young kid, and I was told that art wasn't a real job, so I kind of pushed it away. And I've always found myself going back to art in life through grief, breakups, and through the pandemic, I found myself as a single mom with 3 kids. I needed something safe, something fun to do, and it was art. I have a child with a language organization disorder. It created this safe space for us to really process those feelings without really talking. I really leaned into it with myself, with my own healing journey, and I really like to try to bring that to the table when teaching with kids. So this is my 5th year teaching, and I really enjoy it. I think it's really important for our kids in our community to see people of color in leadership. And my favorite thing is seeing the kids out in the wild and they see me and they're like, oh, it's Miss Tiffany, she's my art teacher. That is my favorite thing. I think I became an instructor. I just started doing art, and I was a part of this group where we started doing art during the pandemic. We had a show, we started connecting with other artists. I ran into another instructor and they were like, you should try teaching. I see that you're teaching your children. You should try bringing it to the community. And at this point, I didn't identify as an artist. I was having this imposter syndrome where I felt like I was faking being an artist because I'm a self-taught artist. I didn't really know the techniques that I was doing. And then I realized that that's just a barrier, and I wanted art to be accessible to not only myself and my family, but also to the community. When I see big emotions, I say, hey, what would that look like if we put it on the canvas, on the paper? Like, what color do you think that emotion might be? And kind of looking back at it and saying, look what we created. And so trying to teach them to create something beautiful from their pain or their emotions and leaving it there. And I like to teach DIY room decor because I think about art access and thinking about like our teens. So this is from ages 9 to 15 typically. And so when I think about teenagers and kids, they spend most of their time in their home. And so I want kids to feel like they're creating their own space and feel welcomed and be happy and be really excited about, like, look what I created. I teach paper mache, clay art, we do miniature stuff, and we do oversized art. And I think the oversized art is all around like the fan favorite. Last year it was kind of like an under the sea vibe. So we had like huge turtles and sharks, and it was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. I always look forward to it. I learned just as much from the kids as they're learning from me, and I love to see all the creativity. You do not have to identify as an artist to create art. So, kind of looking back through my art, I've seen my art evolve, and I've seen the healing process. And so this was one of the first pieces I created. The First Ladies of the Hillside was a group that I was a part of, and this was the logo that I created. And so it's a woman getting back up after hitting rock bottom. I see my art evolving as the women are starting to stand up and step into their own power and taking up space. My art is rooted in healing, connection, and storytelling. Yeah, so this is some of my storytelling. It's vision boards, they're graphic recordings from conversations with the community, and we use it to envision what a safer, healthier future looks like. When we are talking to city officials, we're showing them that this is what the community wants. A lot of these are my children that have created them. Some of the youth in the community have created them. I think it's really important that we hear the voice of not only our elders, but our youth as well.